And Storm Éowyn was one of the strongest storms to hit the UK in a decade, reaching extraordinary wind speeds.
A second storm to hit the UK in 3 days brings flooding and landslips to the southwest of England.
And today again, Storm Herminia is going to bring heavy rain and squally showers as well as strong winds across our shores, but something quieter by the end of the week.
And we have been reporting this morning about dangerous winds in Devon and Cornwall over the last few hours. Carol is with us this morning and can tell us what we can all expect today. Morning, Carol.
Morning, Sal. Good morning to you too. Well, Storm Herminia is certainly across our shores at the moment, producing heavy rain, as Sal was just saying, and strong winds. The strongest winds across parts of southern England and Wales. We could have gusts widely around about 50 miles an hour, but locally with exposure up to 70 miles an hour. Then when you add on the heavy rain, there is the risk of flooding.
Thanks, Anna. Well, we've got some really heavy downpours out there at the moment. This is the radar and the lightning from the past few hours. And we've had these heavy showers rattling across central southern England towards East Anglia too. Some large hail in the mix. There are plenty of rain showers further north too, all wrapped around this area of low pressure that has been named Storm Herminia by the Spanish Met Service.
Hello there. We've had quite a lot of rain overnight and we've got more unsettled weather to come this week. Sunshine and showers for many this afternoon. We could see a few rainbows if we're lucky.
We've got some more pretty lively weather out there today. This is the picture in Gosport, Hampshire at the moment. So some big waves around the coast for parts of southern England, Wales as well, with those strong winds. We've also had a lot of heavy rainfall as well. So this is the picture in Worcestershire at the moment, some high river levels. In fact, there are currently around 57 flood warnings in force across parts of southern and western England, the vast majority towards the southwest, in fact, all tied up with this storm. We've got Herminia, named by the Spanish Met Service.
Hello. Well, today's weather came courtesy of Storm Herminia, which was named by the Spanish Met Service. And this time, the worst of the conditions were across the southern half of the UK. Some huge waves and gusts of wind towards our more exposed sites in the south of up to 70 to 80 miles an hour, gusts of 84 miles an hour in the Needles in the Isle of Wight. And it's been a day of sunshine and some heavy showers with hail and thunder in the mix. Lots of saturated ground, localised flooding. And there are still a number of flood warnings in force, mostly across southern and western areas of England. And there's still more rain to come and still some strong gusts of wind as well. Still Met Office weather warnings in force across mostly southern England and Wales tonight and through at least part of the day tomorrow.
Well, let's see if it's jumper weather coming up for us. I certainly felt it today. Let's get the forecast from Kirsty McCabe. Well, Kirsty, jumper and brolly today if the brolly wasn't going to be swept away by the gusts we had.
Perfectly summed up, Luxmy. In fact, keep that jumper handy because Thursday morning's looking pretty chilly. So you may well need the jumpers by then. But in the meantime, well, still looking very unsettled out there. This is the picture from earlier on. If you were lucky enough, you may have managed to spot a rainbow or two today because you just need two things for the rainbow, sunshine and showers. Plenty of that on offer. If you're really eagle-eyed, you might just be able to spot a second rainbow there, a double rainbow. So very special scenes for many of us. Of course, there were some pretty heavy showers and they brought in some hail and thunder. So a lot of hail around, soft hail, growlpool, we call that in the winter.
We're full of bad news, aren't we, at the moment? Is the weather going to give us any sort of respite?
Well, as you know, over the last few days, it hasn't been great, but I do have some good news for the end of the week. But it certainly has been quite testing out there today, although nowhere near as bad as what we had when Storm Éowyn came through on Friday, producing severe winds. In fact, you can see this guy trying to get a wind reading. These winds are actually over 100 miles per hour, and you can see the destruction that was caused, widespread destruction. In fact, over the weekend, there were nearly 1 million homes without power. Well, during the storm, we had the absolute definition of cyclogenesis, where we actually saw the storm dropping 63 millibars in 33 hours, down to 938 hectopascals at one point. That produced a gust of wind of 114 miles per hour. That was in Ireland, but even across the UK, we had some pretty punchy winds. In fact, Scotland recording a gust of 100 miles per hour, and you can see areas not 1 million miles away, certainly up in the 90s. As I say, we're not out of the woods yet. The storm has cleared, but we had another area of low pressure come through today, and that has certainly produced further disruption. In fact, we saw earlier in the programme some flooding in Somerset. There are still rain warnings in place across parts of Wales and also the West Country, actually south of the M4 corridor as well, and also a wind warning where we could see gusts up to around 70 miles per hour. Things are going to calm down as we head through this week, particularly from Thursday. So let's take a look right now. Yes, things are going to be fairly up and down as we head through the next 24 hours. But as we get towards the middle part of this week, things will gradually start to quieten down, and temperatures are going to be around average for the time of year. So, yeah, you've just got to be a little bit more patient. And as I say, Thursday is the day to look out for, as I say, good bit of sunshine up and down the country and plenty of dry weather as well. Hopefully it stays that way into the weekend.
Almost good news.
Almost good news. I'm going with good news.
All right, steady. Thank you, Alex.